Hello and welcome everybody to the stream. I'm your host, Axler. Twinblade is my Splinterlands in-game name. I go by nfoGuides or nfoGuides here on YouTube and Twitch. I'm also known for the tools I make for the game called Barons Toolbox. So welcome everybody. Welcome. And how is everybody doing today? I'm streaming this live, but if you happen to be somebody that's visiting and watching this after I'm live, I much appreciate any likes, subscribes, and most of all, any comments that you may have for me. Throw them down underneath the video so that I can see your thoughts later. So that is that. And now, what do we have to talk about today? Well, for me, I was going to review some Barons Toolbox stuff. I've got some daily focus chests to do. And I was also going to go over and just mention a few of the comments that I've been seeing with the pre-proposal idea that I have been talking about. And so I will be doing that. Hey, how you doing, State? Just getting everything started here. Let me see. Let me open up some Discords as well. See if I have any comments over there. And it looks like I've got one message at least. Oh, no, that's my message saying I just went live. I messaged myself. And let's see, what else we got over here? I got a message request. Okay, so that's got a message request from Keegs, who is in the same region as I am. So we'll be talking a little bit about that as well once I get going. And what's this alert over here? Create. Okay, sorry, I'm completely distracted. I might as well show you guys what I'm distracted with. I'm just looking here at the DAO discussion, and I noticed I was tagged here by Clayboyne. We need to get a SPS DAO, a website built that integrates polling with SPS Stake. Currently waiting on Peak D open project to be developed for on-chain polling. Open to an alternative ideas and suggestions. I assume this would require some DAO funding, trying to figure out how to bring, who to bring into this conversation and help firm it up before writing a draft. And okay, so it looks like hey, the Fizz is in the house. So it looks like for DAO proposal stuff, it looks like they might want some help there. But I'll be honest, with Jarvie involved and all that, they've already got half of a DAO thing on their site. So I'll have to touch base with Clayboyne and everything and figure out exactly what they're looking for. Because to me, it would make sense that Peak Monsters, with what they already have started, would probably be the most likely and viable home for it, but I'm open-minded. So how have you been there, DeFizz? I've been keeping myself quite busy. I started discussions about my DAO proposal, and I threw it out there in the chat, and yeah, and so right now I'm being distracted because as we're talking, Discord is talking, and they're throwing out my name because it is true. I do make websites and all of that kind of stuff. He's saying that I might be of interest, so I might have to reach out to them. Enigma Code, hello. How are you doing, Enigma Code? I don't recognize your name being here in chat before, so thank you for stopping on by. And if I might know you by a different name, clue me in, because I am usually pretty clueless. And I am streaming on YouTube and Twitch right now. All of you have joined me through YouTube, which is great. And we got Paul Taylor in the house. Awesome, awesome. And Paul Taylor, would you happen to be the person that's posting in Discord as Sentinel Paul TRX? I'm reading that, but because I'm streaming, I can't really answer those things just yet. All right, I thought it was, but I wasn't positive. I want to answer, but just with me streaming here, I haven't read everything. All of this has appeared since I was at work. Oh, Enigma Code. You watch my videos, but not live. Well, I'm so glad you were able to catch me live. You know, live and in person, I'm always prettier. Kidding. Welcome, Mr. New Again. Mr. Llama himself's in the house over on the Twitch side. Welcome, welcome. So yeah, got a few things to cover, or things that I wanted to cover. So let's start off by going over nothing major. But let's start off by visiting baronstoolbox.com. I did a couple of little changes. They're cosmetic changes, but I wanted to point them out just because I am going through and trying to clean things up as I'm adding and moving my tool stuff around. So as you can see here, I changed the picture for my Toolbox browser extension. And that's this bar going across the top of the screen right here. And right now, land I've got redirected to go straight to here. It will, if you look up in this is called the URL, the get. And if you look up here, you can see land lookup with my IGN. I will be enhancing this, so when it finds that, it'll pop it in here, and you will instantly go straight here. So you'll go click. This will open up straight to your name. Kraken! Oh, you know, Kraken, I am kind of dreamy. So nice to see you again there, Kraken. I haven't been able to see any of your streams. I don't know if you've been streaming lately or not, but glad you could come out for my little party here. Did you mention on 12 stream that you sold all your big time stuff? Is that correct? Yes. I'm a little bit, well, I'm not even going to say a little bit. I'm completely upset with big time. And, oh, let's sidetrack, shall we? Okay, big time. Sidetrack, everybody. Okay, so big time is the game. It's a Web 2 game with a Web 3 enhancement aspect with NFTs and all this kind of stuff. So I jumped into the pre-alpha, not pre-alpha, the pre-release party, got a code, jumped in, and I used some of my Splinterlands assets to buy about $450 worth of NFTs in Big Time's market so that I could possibly earn in Big Time. So let's head on over to the market, which is called Open Loot. Now, this Open Loot is the marketplace for Big Time. I think it's also a marketplace for some of their other titles, but specifically, we're here for Big Time. So we come over here to the NFT marketplace, and you can see the game here, Big Time, and these are their NFTs. So I had a medium legendary space. I had some workshops that were epic. So I had a forge and an armory that were both epic. So here's what happened. I bought these NFTs, and then I realized I cannot use the forge or the armory yet. So I was like, okay, no problem. You can rent these things out. So you can rent out these things that you have, and you can rent them out. So I thought, okay, that's cool. Let me rent them out since I can't do anything with it. So I went over here and I went to my collection, which is empty now, other than this guy. I hit this thing and moved to marketplace items. Okay, it's moved. And then there was a way where I could rent it. Well, it told me you can't rent it out because you are not KYC. You haven't been proven you're a human. Bar in mind, they took $450 worth of my assets without KSC. Let's go over here to Discord, shall we? Okay, so I ran into a problem. I could not KYC. So I came over here and this was my most recent conversation. Let's see if I can find it. Right here. I have been trying to get my account KYC'd since November 13th. That's when I submitted the first ticket. It's now been a month. I was able to bring my funds in instantly, but because of the KYC issues, I can't rent out anything. I can't move any tokens out of the system, even if it's lesser than the amount I brought in. And what do I have to do to get this? This is a 100% game killer for me. Long story short, it says we have to wait. I have been waiting now for 30 days trying to get my account KYC'd, and the answer I get is this. And it's just basically like, sorry, we can't help you. It just takes time. I have never had a KYC environment take this long to resolve an issue. Never. Now, here's the part that really bugs me. So I got mad. I sold my NFTs. And you can see here, I've got $840 worth of, I think this is USDC, is what they converted into. Let's go over here to the wallet. So I got 840. I had 440, and I now have 840. Or I think I had 450. So basically, I almost doubled my money. This is pretty cool, right? Watch this. Withdraw. In order to withdraw funds, you must complete identification. I'm a little livid pissed. I've been trying to complete KYC since the very beginning. Since the day I bought assets, I've been trying to KYC. So, I'm a little bit mad about this because they took my money and they're effectively making it so I cannot get my money out. Yes, many others are KYC'd. But then there's this, which really makes me want to go land blast them. But if I do, I'm almost guaranteeing I will never see a penny of this money. Okay, let's go back to Discord. And I had a fellow big time player reach out to me. And where is he? Let's see, Tori2K. I'm in the same boat with KYC, and many are 2.5 months here. This person has been waiting to get his KYC fixed for 2.5 months. I told him I have about $500 in. This person has $10,000 in. I'm getting ready to tell people, run away from this game. If they can't fix KYC, they should never have taken my money or anybody else's money, cryptocurrency, anything. If they are going to block us from finishing our KYC because there was an error, I don't care that there was an error. I should be able to get my original investment back out. I don't know, Paul Taylor. They won't tell me. Every time I go over here into their open loot channel and go to their support, they will not tell me what the hang-up is. They just simply say, basically, sorry to hear, I understand your frustration. The team is working as quickly as possible to speed up the process. as unfortunately, we can only wait for them to respond through the ticket. So I've been asking, who is them? I thought OpenLoot was them. Well, they use third party for KYC. And then he's saying once KYC fails for security reasons, it must be checked manually. And this depends on one of our suppliers. Keep in mind, the team is currently working on improving. I'm just completely fed up, unfortunately, with Big Time. Well, Big Time, the game, no. But this whole open loop market aspect of Big Time is BS. This is worse than anything I've seen in Splinterlands when they were having issues with people's stuff. I don't know of anybody that waited over 30 days for something. And when I just found out there's a guy who is in the same boat as me, but he's now been waiting for 2.5 months, this is ridiculous. So, sorry, you pulled that string of nerve of mine. So, real tokens of mine, my original tokens were about $450 worth that I brought into OpenLoot. They did not require KYC to bring in as much money as you wanted. No KYC needed. None. And they don't warn you that once it's in there, you cannot withdraw it without the KYC. So I'm stuck. And I'm getting nowhere with them. And so potentially, I've doubled my currencies over here, but it's stuck. I was going to bring this into Splinterlands and buy some rebellion cards. That just staunched that. I can now, this in a sense was my dry powder. That dry powder just got shot in the foot. So not going to happen until it gets resolved. I'm at 30 days. This other guy is at 75 days with no action. I don't know what to do. I can't even transfer my currency to somebody else in the game that might have KYC enabled so that they can then send it to me outside of the game. I can't even do that. Yeah, so unfortunately, I am now 100% against the crypto aspect of Big Time because this is ridiculous. Anyway, that's my spiel on Big Time. I did enjoy the game. I do enjoy the game, but when this happened and I got those types of answers and responses, I sold off. Now I did make profit. I appreciate it, Kraken. It doesn't it definitely doesn't look good. I'm holding my breath because I want to go hit Big Time social media channels and just start land blasting them. But I'm pretty sure I'll just get completely locked out if I start doing that. Yep. Yeah, I'm going to hold off on it. I know what will happen if I do that. So it's like, oh, man. But yes, unfortunately, guys, if you're playing Big Time, do not put 1 penny into their open loop mechanism until after you have an approved KYC. That's how I will word it for now. Hey, People's Guild, how you doing? Onk 12, I saw you jump in here. Welcome, welcome. So that was my little sidetrack over here to the wonderful problems I'm having with Big Time. And I do enjoy the game. Yes, Kraken. I was planning on putting more into Big Time. I have completely reversed directions, and basically now I have potentially $840 worth of tokens that I am not able to touch. And there's a good chance, in my opinion, from what I'm seeing in their Discord channels, that I'll never see that money from Big Time's open loot piece. They just keep giving me and other people the runaround saying, oh, yeah, you just gotta wait. You just gotta wait. I hope you're right, Paul Taylor. That's why you haven't seen me really go out there and land blast in public. But the question was asked, so I felt I needed to explain myself. Yeah, because I mean, it's a popular game right now. It was fun. I'll openly admit it was going to be expensive to actually earn anything in that game. Don't think it's not. You're going to spend probably, if you truly want to earn with any kind of speed in that game, you're going to spend probably about 5,000 to 8,000 on their NFTs to earn at a decent clip. With what little I had in there, you know, it would have been few and far between getting 20 bucks here, 20 bucks there. But I don't mind that. I started playing it just because of the game. Yeah, you're right, People's Guild. Somebody else will. I'm surprised other people aren't throwing flaming Mazel Tov cocktails at them yet in more open channels. But I'm holding off because I know of several people that have had problems. They start talking bad about the companies. The companies get shady and they just lock you out of your account, and game over, man. Game over. Black Torch, how you doing? Yep, People's Guild. Mirandus had that happen. One of their main streamers. Yes, there was a contract between them and Gala Games, but one of the main streamers got locked out of a bunch of his stuff, and their answer to him was to lock him out of everything so he couldn't talk to him and all that kind of stuff publicly. So, yeah, I've seen it happen. It's unfortunate. So right now I'm holding my breath, but that's 100% was going to be my rebellion packs. I was going to get 200 rebellion packs off the secondary market, or I could buy them with vouchers and get them off the game itself. But unfortunately, that ain't happening. Oh, yes. I mean, even when Untamed sold out, the game took off, everything was crashing in Splinterlands, even when all of that was happening, they were upfront, open, talking about it, getting more people on the problem, working, and people were getting their tokenomic issues resolved quickly. I mean, yes, Splinterlands, they have done a lot right. Kudos to the Splinterlands team. So, let's see. Oh, back to now, after that brief message of big time news, let's get back over here. So my browser extension, I just updated the graphic, nothing new there, but I did want to point out in the future, right now, the browser extension, if you click on land, it will go straight to here, but it's going to go right into your account right off the bat. So that's going to happen. And then on the browser tool, I'm going to change the guild. So this guild layout is causing too many people slowness when using it in the browser extension, because when it's on, every time the screen reloads, it has to reload all this information, which is heavy hitting on the internet. So because of that, I'm going to also change this button over, and it will then go over here to the guild manager. It still works off of your in-game name. don't type in the guild name, you type in your in-game name. So you type in like Axler Twinblade, hit lookup, it looks up my guild. It looks up Axler Twinblade's guild. So that's how that works. Okay, let me see here. We just had a Breaking Benjamin on the show. Double header this week. Think y'all oh, nice. I will definitely be checking it out. The new abilities icons are already updated. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, so I finally got Google to approve the browser extension update I had. And so the ability icons now are showing up here on the left. And I purposely put all the new abilities right at the top. And I moved weapons training up here with it just because they were talking a lot about weapons training and all these other things. So I moved all of those right up there to the top. So all of those are working. And so yeah. Let's see. So the guild thing is here. I don't think there was anything else about this. Not much is going to change here. Now that I have it ported over, I'm not going to be changing that much. And so let's go back over here. And now if we go into... Yeah, all this is the same. Yeah, all this is the same. No new stuff there. Let's see. People's Guild. A lot of cool lore stuff. And even some cool alpha. Rock on. Have I been tracking usage on Barons Toolbox? Yes and no. Let me bring something up off screen and then bring it on screen so you can see it. Let me get a browser tab over here. I do not track anything an individual does on Barons Toolbox, but I do track what names are being typed into these three fields. And I will show you exactly what I'm tracking, so nobody should have any fear of, oh, he's out to get us. No. I'm not out to get anybody. Okay. So if you guys are anywhat familiar with MySQL databases and PHP, so Barons name search right here, it has one database table right here. And here you can see I am tracking login, land, card, and guild. So I am tracking the login. If you log in, I'm tracking this, even though the only thing this does right now is just get your deck balance. I quit using this a long time ago, but I am keeping track of the number of times somebody logs in. I then track what name you type in here, what name you type in here, what name you type in here. Again, this doesn't have to be your name. So if I type in Jesterago, I am recording that Jesterago's name was searched over here. So first let's go to 500. And now let's sort by land. So what you can see here is we have a Tiffin name has been typed in 124 times in the land box. We have Ice Coffee typed in 120 times, Warrant RX 90 times, Malins 49, Jedi Elf 48, Jovac, which is Gathering the Magic, is 47. Now that data is skewed because I use his account when I'm also testing things, so that's a little skewed. Some of it's him, but some of it is definitely me doing testing. Oh, Warrant X. Yeah, you're on the leaderboard. Now, I should say, this has not been running that long. I think I've only been doing this now for 1 week. I used to have it running and just collecting the login numbers. I dropped all that data because all it was name and logins. And I dropped that data, and now I increased it to be login, which again is the upper right box, a land name search, a card name search, and a guild name search. And I'm just simply just keeping track of numbers. And as a matter of fact, just today, I turned on the logging for the guild name search. So let me sort by guild name. And here you can see this person here has looked for his guild twice. I've looked up my name in the guild box twice. We got a few people only once. I only turned this on a little while ago today to actually start logging the guild name searches. But what I was finding is people are typing in the guild names. So they're typing in guild names here, even though it says Splinterlands name IGN. So I changed the message here. Guild lookup is by the player IGN, not the guild name. So I updated that. And then that's when I then turned on, well, that was right after I had turned on the search logging. Let me catch up here on chat. Feel like it surely has picked up steam lately. I have been all over the place. Yes, I've been smacking the beehive, so to speak, with a baseball bat, with my proposal idea. Let's see. Hey, Skyer's in the house. Let's see. What did you see in the tips Splinterlands shows while waiting for a battle? I missed something there, Kraken. Fill me in. Anything good today? Everything has a possibility of being good. I've got 15 daily focus chests to collect here in just a moment. That should be good. And Paul Taylor is Warrant RX. You keep it up and you refresh it throughout the day. You know, that's okay. The cool thing is that that website is running off of a little box here right in my what do you want to say? Right here in the same room with me. It's a small little Zotac box. Hadn't noticed Barons Toolbox was being suggested before. Oh, sweet. Was that by YouTube? Because I do have a lot of YouTube people hanging out with me, which is awesome. Normally my Twitch viewership outweighs my YouTube viewership, but this evening it is 100% flipped. Might be I don't always read those in-game. Now, if you're talking in Splinterlands, I didn't know they were recommending me at all. Nobody's told me if they were. So if somebody sees that in the Splinterlands game, I would love to see. I would love to see a screenshot of that because I had no idea. I've been asking to be mentioned, but I have had no idea that people had somehow got it mentioned. With the extension, if I hit land, can the land manager come up automatically? I've actually am removing it from the browser extension. And so what's been happening For people with the browser extension, there's some things that happen when the screen loads. I start loading all the guild information and all the land information right now behind the scenes. And so what that means is it's using your internet speed up. It's grabbing a lot of graphic content, a lot of API requests, and people with slow internet, as they're clicking around on screens, if they go from this screen to the guild screen to land, all of a sudden my bar reloads and it has to reload everything. All the land information, all the guild information gets reloaded again. And then they jump back over here and I have to reload everything again. This is causing some people to have a bad experience with the Barons Toolbox bar turned on. So because of that, I have migrated land out. And so you'll click on it, it'll open up, and it'll go to land. So it will open in a different browser. But it will be a one-button click to get there. I'm doing the same with the guild. Right now, the guild is still in here. But again, this is really heavy hitting. And you can see how heavy it hits when I do it over here. So watch this guild manager load, because none of this load is hidden from view. And I remind you, I am on fiber internet. I have very good internet speed here. So let's see, speedtest.net. Now remember, I am streaming out the door right now to YouTube and Twitch. So I am streaming out right now, and I am still pulling down. Oh, and in the other room, they're watching Netflix. And this number here is my stream speed. So how much information I can push out. So I have very good, strong internet speeds. So let me come back over here to this one. Watch the speed it takes all of the guild information to load. Let's see, Easter egg. If you click on guild lookup, land lookup, or player lookup, it looks up Axler Twin Blades information. If you don't fill this out, it defaults to me, and it also does not track that name search. And that's obviously so I don't skew information, because I'm doing this all day long. Okay, so watch what happens. Watch the top. See, this loaded. Okay, this loaded. Now watch the bottom of the cards here. And now that all loaded. That is a lot of information that had to load. And I confused it. It double loaded this because I did something too quickly. Now that might seem like, oh, that's not too bad. And there's all the... I will have to check. This was not doubling up before, so I got to find out why we're doubling up here. Let me close out my windows and do a refresh. If it's doubling up, it's because my change earlier broke it somehow. Okay, there we go. We're back to normal. I had too much going on. So, in loading all of this, you can see I got to go through here and still fix up some of these icons and stuff. When I ported it over, not all of them came through cleanly. So, yeah. It's kind of like that. It takes too long to load, and when I'm doing this with every screen. So the long and short of it is, unfortunately, Paul, I'm having to remove those pieces from directly being in the extension because of how often Splinterlands refreshes the whole web page. No problem, Kraken. I just appreciate knowing about it. If you can... catch that, that would be awesome. Because, yeah, I think it'd be cool to know that they were finally mentioning my name or Barons Toolbox in any of that stuff. Oh, yes, it will do that. When I do have it be a button that links, it will be a hyperlink directly to your account name in the LAN manager. It will do that in the future. I was hoping to get to that today. I just did not get to it today. A wild kraken appears. I saw the skins. I saw the skins, and while I think it's really cool, I think that's just going to get people's hopes up for a huge skin manager coming into the game soon, and it will be a year from now. Remember animated cards? Anyway, I'll try not to throw too much shade. Okay, let's collect these things. We got 15 of them. So I'm up to 83 chests for end of season tomorrow. So wish me luck on this 15. Come on, no whammies. That's kind of a good start. I think that might max this card out. I may have just got my maxed fungus flinger. 49 SPS. I'll take it. Kraken, are you still streaming? Ooh, those are kind of nice. 12 and a 13. And a 49. That's 100 merits. Some Gobson Bombers. No legendaries. I'm not too upset with this. I mean, I wish these stacks were higher than 2s, but I did pull an epic. I got a decent amount here of SPS. So what is that? 75 SPS and a little change. So 80 SPS. Not bad. All right, so let me jump over and do some combining because that's always fun. Let's go to Own Soulbound. And we want to look at Chaos. And initially, just these. Let's see. So, this guy, not enough to get to the next level. Alex Bernard, have you been seeing all the comments I've been getting about my proposal idea? You remember my proposal idea, right? I'll go over a little bit of that. I'm not going to read every comment, but I'll just give you guys what I'm seeing after I get my cards combined here. Fungus Flinger! Yay! I got a max level Fungus Flinger! Nice. Yep, I latched on to 6,000 of them back in July timeframe. And I've got one person thinking that, well, there's been a couple of different people saying I've stacked my bags full of vouchers, and that's why I'm pushing for my proposal to use vouchers. I will gladly say, look up the blockchain on my account, and you will see I am not stuffing my bags with vouchers. Oh, not a chance. See, if only we had a bigger stack of them. All right, yeah, I'll sell it to you here. Let me just finish combining, otherwise I'll forget. And, you know, that would be bad. Every whale front runs something. Everyone does it. And I find it a little comical because of, you know, I am one of the few people, you know, I'm out for making a profit. But if I was really out for making a profit, do you think my Barons Toolbox stuff would be free? Let me hit the golds real quick. 6 puppets. Okay. So, the proposal idea. Let's go over here to Discord. And let's go over here. And let's go to the DAO discussion thread. This first one where you do draft proposal suggestions. I put it in here. Gotta scroll up a little bit now. I now have 4 people. Well, Claiborne started this, so I got 3 people against this, and I was surprised that Azarcon is against it. And oh wow, P Silence is against it. And then I've got other people that are for it over here. Okay, so where can I find? Oh, you know what? My channel. I have the best way to get to the dock here. Splinterlands. I went over here and threw the doc, the write-up in GitHub, just so it was easy to see. Visit site. So, okay, we are selling my proposal here, and the whole concept is unlocking soulbound cards temporarily with the use of vouchers, okay? So the main items are soulbound cards can be temporarily unlocked, never permanently unlocked. Soulbound cards can never be burned for DEC, and the main proposal doesn't apply to Gladius cards. The reason I've said that is just because Gladius cards were out a lot sooner. They have a lot more value. It has a different aspect of the game, so I didn't want to get into the fight with people about that. So basically, here's how the whole thing would work. Now, these numbers are not true numbers. These are just example numbers. We're going to be talking about the fee being 10 vouchers or $1 worth of vouchers. The fee would be set by dollar cost paid in vouchers only, i.e. $1 worth of vouchers. The dollar amount of the numbers of vouchers could be anything. This is just what we're saying for the discussion. Okay, here's how it works. I think this is very simple. If you want to move a soulbound card, if you want to list it for rent, if you want to sell it, if you want to put it on land, if you want to delegate it, if you want to give it to somebody, those 5 actions will have a voucher payment required for the card. In my idea, a 1 BCX common card will cost you 10 vouchers. To temporarily unlock it, it'll let you then list it for rent, for sale, delegate it, put it on land, and that's just how it is. Now, when you take it off from land, if you take it off of delegation, take it off the selling market or rental market, it comes back to your account and it is still a soulbound card. It is locked again to your account. So if you pull it off the market and you want to now list it for rent instead of for sale, you would once again pay $10 10 vouchers or $1 worth of vouchers to list the card. Now this is a infinite, forever sync. So while it seems like what you're mentioning here, Paul Taylor, that $1 to put a card on land is way too cheap. Yes and no. Every time you move that card on land, it's another dollar worth of vouchers. Every time you pull it off of land and then you want to list it for sale, it's another $10 or 10 vouchers. Every single movement of land or this card around is going to incur the cost forever. 5 years from now, you move that card again, it's 10 vouchers. So while at a glance it seems it's too cheap, long term, every time any soulbound card gets moved, we are burning these vouchers. And so this is where it's like, yeah, it seems that way on the short term. Yes, when you stake or unstake it from a plot, I consider that, and technically you are moving that card. When you stake it to land, it's no different than delegating it to another player. You have moved the usability of that card to either your land staking, or you've moved it to player delegation. It's rendered it so that you yourself can no longer use that card. I consider that moving the card around. So again, this would be if you stake it onto the land plot and take it off. The next time you stake it on another land plot, you pay the voucher fee again, and you take it off. And so this is always a temporary unlock. And now let's look at the cost. This is an infinite sync, and it seems cheap. Well, this is good. We like cheap. Currently, the stuff I've heard from Yabamat is to put a worker on land, a soulbound card on land, we are going to have to pay 2x or double the amount of what is it? Card power in DEC. So if we take a gold foil legendary max in Chaos Legion, that card is a 50,000 CP card. So in order to unlock it just for land, you're looking at $100 to unlock it for land, and then on top of $100 just to unlock it on land, I've been hearing people say, and I don't know if this came from Yabamat or not, but I've been hearing people say it would be 4x the CP or the deck burn rate in order to unlock it permanently. So a max level gold foil legendary card in Chaos Legion would cost you $200 to unlock the one card. Now, while I am saying temporary unlocks for 10 vouchers, let's use a dollar amount instead. Temporary unlocks for 50 cents every time you want to move it. At 50 cents, do you know how many times you can move a max level gold foil card around? A lot. But guess what? It never ends. And the same thing with common cards. The fee would be a flat fee across all rarities, all levels, all BCX amounts. I know people want to permanently unlock the card, but the concept I have is don't permanently unlock cards, because I feel there's a better benefit here. Remember, all of us players get vouchers for free. No cost to you or me. So now what I just told myself is, you mean that gold foil legendary card, I can now stake it on land for, let's say, 20 vouchers, and I can put it on land? Hands down, I earned 20 vouchers over the last 4 days. Perfect. I was able to do that for free instead of it costing me potentially $100 to $200 just to unlock the card. It's like, I don't see a reason to allow these to be unlocked permanently. If you do that, what's going to happen is, one, it's going to be a much larger dollar cost. I mean, and then we still have these vouchers out there. Vouchers are supposed to be an access token. When they were originally conceived, they were like giving us access to special things in the game. Now, they've deviated from that. Now vouchers just have this idea of, oh, they're just a coupon code. Well, I'm saying forget the coupon code idea. Throw that in the garbage. Think of these as an access token because you have spent time in the game. You get rewarded with free vouchers. Those vouchers give you this cool thing. They let you move or temporarily unlock a soulbound card of your choosing, and you can move it to an alt account. You can list it on the market. Now, if you list it for sale, it will stay on the market with no more fees until the day you pull it off the market if it doesn't sell. If it's a rental, you list it on the market for rent. It can be rented by somebody, unrented, rented again, rinse, repeat, rent, unrent, rent, unrent, rent, unrent. You never pay an additional fee. Neither does the person renting. The only time another fee comes in is when you pull it back to your account and you want to relist it, or you want to delegate it, or you want to now lock it up onto a land plot. Those are the actions that would cause it to become locked again. Okay, so that's the gist of it. Let me put this link into chat. So for those of you who haven't seen this full write-up, there's a link to it. But I would recommend you come over to, I purposely reached out to Infidel 1258 to discuss this because he has a wide-reaching audience, and he has a wide-reaching audience, and we went through it in private once because he didn't know who I was. So we talked about it in private once, and then he had me on his stream. We talked for a while, and he has now clipped out the 28-minute conversation we had over this pre-proposal idea. And so I'm going to say, please go over here to this video, and I will post a link. So that is the link to the conversation I had with Infidel 1258. And if you go down to the comments area, I am looking for feedback. I am not saying my proposal is ready to vote on. I'm saying I am looking for feedback because I think this is a nice shoot down the middle aspect. Infidel 1258 always does a clip out of his live stream for a lot of his other content. So this clip is also in the actual content of the live stream he did. Let me hit mute on this. So this was, him and I just starting the discussion, which led into the proposal, unlocking Soulbound card. And so I feel this was a good discussion. I encourage you guys to go over there, listen to it if you haven't already, read through it. And I know it's not perfect, but if you then come over to Discord and you go to the DAO discussion thread, this first one, which says draft proposal suggestions. In here, if you got to scroll up a little bit, you'll see this suggestion of mine. hit the green check or the red X. It's okay either way. I'm just looking for feedback, because I don't like the concept of, to unlock a card, it's going to cost me $200 to unlock a max level gold foil legendary card. No, thank you. That's ridiculous. That's price gouging. I would rather have to pay a little fee every time I move the card than to pay a $200 fee. A $200 fee, that's a whale game. Only whales can afford that. No new player is ever going to be able to afford to unlock a max level gold foil legendary card. Not gonna happen. So I know I haven't been able to catch up on chat here, so let me glance through chat real quick. Oh, Skyer, where can you find Kraken's Twitch channel? Well, glad you asked. So if you come over to this website you might have heard of, baronstoolbox.com, Splinterlands TV, streamer links right here. I have kept a list of everybody, and I believe Kraken is in here somewhere. So if you head on over there, this is everybody who is on Splinterlands TV with their links to their Discord, Twitch, Twitter, you name it. It was over here. So I'm sure Kraken's in here. I'm just not seeing him. He's hiding at the moment. There he is, right here, Kraken Jr. So there you go. You got Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter. People's Guild, let's see, might be against it because of Dave McCoy's Soulbound pre-proposal. I know, that's why I'm trying to get people to listen to my idea. I like some of Dave McCoy's pre-proposal, I really do. I see some things in it that I don't care for. I think it's his proposal that they're talking about new players needing the ability to purchase these Soulbound cards when they go out of print. I disagree with that 100%, because no other reward card can I purchase after it's gone out of print. So I don't think that should be viable for this one. And if that wasn't his proposal, then I've got it confused with somebody. So I saw his come out as a pre-proposal, and I was already talking in line. I've been waiting to get in front of Infidel 1258 for over 2 weeks. I didn't want to post mine until I got his feedback, and got information from him. So, Skyer, I'm open-minded about combining. I did send a complete copy of mine to Dave McCoy. He did ask me for a copy of it, because he was interested in what I had to say as well. I am not against it. Let's see. I covered that. When I saying move to land and off of land, yes, I mean unstake it or stake it to a plot of land. Let's see. I would like to do only temporary unlocks, but I also get why people would want to permanently unlock the card. I do as well, but I don't think giving up the permanent unlock is a bad thing. I think it helps out the vouchers becoming the access token they were supposed to be, and not just a coupon code. I don't like the coupon code aspect that they forced these vouchers into. It should allow me to have access to something because I've spent time in the game, playing the game, and so I got rewarded with these vouchers. And I don't care what the voucher price is. What I care about is I got them for free, which now allows me to move a card around for free. And Skyer, you're saying 4x with half being voucher. Well, see, this is the whole thing. That turns the voucher once again into a coupon code. And if it's just going to be a coupon code, I would then argue for, yeah, let's remove vouchers from the game. Now, I am not a huge person that loves vouchers. Don't get me wrong. I would gladly get rid of vouchers, but I know they're in the game. They're here to stay. They're not going anywhere. No matter how much we complain about it, it's not happening. So we might as well get used to this concept that they are here to stay. So how can we give them something nice to be used for? It would be burnable for one deck. I just say don't let the cards be burnable at all for DEC. That would be the other other thing. Now, the reason I say that is they're soulbound cards. So Yabamat has been talking about, well, soulbound cards, they don't have any burn value because you didn't put any DEC into them. So you have to put the DEC into them to then be able to burn them. This is just silly and complex, in my opinion. Just don't let them be burnable for DEC. The reason I say it in that fashion is, let's say they do a card burning event. On a card burning event, I would say the soulbound cards will count and will have no fee associated with burning of them for a card burning event. Yeah, you can have them both ways, but my way's better, man. I'm kidding, man. I don't know which way is better. If it was Dave McCoy's, I just feel a lot of the comments I've been getting against my proposal idea is, most people say, I don't like the fact that you're using vouchers. It should all be DEC because vouchers are worthless. Well, let me tell you something. If this were to go through as written right now, and be approved, be put in the game, I bet you would see the worthless voucher 2x in price in probably, I would say, 2 weeks. That's my opinion. But this will give vouchers a utility, and people won't be considering them such as a useless token. And again, the fee would be a dollar amount worth of vouchers. So let's say you're paying 10 vouchers today because they're worth a penny. But then they go up to $1. You would only pay maybe one voucher or even 0.00721 of a voucher to unlock a card because it would be based off of a dollar amount. Land would be flooded with soulbound cards, which is not what we want with this proposal. I disagree. I don't want the cards to flood the rental market. I don't want the cards to flood the selling market. And if we gate the card so that every time it moves, people are not going to just list 600 cards on the market when it's 10 vouchers per card. They will list a bunch, but they will not list everything in their buckets. And I think it's a whale game to force me to put 4x the burn value of the card in the card as DEC in order to unlock it. That's just, those high-end cards that people want will cost so much, it's ridiculous. Because you'd be setting a floor-end price for that max-level gold foil legendary of $200 in just the unlocking fee. Not to mention, now they're going to list it for a minimum of, well, $200 plus what they were going to list it for. So those gold foil max legendaries now all of a sudden quadruple in the price on the market, which pushes them further out of reach from any new player. It's like buying a gold foil Byzantine kitty right now. Why bother? You can't reach it. You don't have a deep enough pocket. Those YouTube ads are evil. Skyer, New Jersey. Yes, I'm not saying. I am in no way saying I dislike Dave McCoy's idea. The part that I have seen recently, and again, I could be confusing it with his, so I apologize if I am, is trying to provide a mechanism for people to buy these cards after they're out of print. No. I disagree. No, I can't buy a chain golem right now that's out of print. I can't buy, what is it, a War Machine card. I don't think that's the right name of it. But you get the point. It's no other card is something that you can vote for. So, or sorry, purchase after the fact. Let's see. Kraken. So you gave one BCX card example. The price. Correct. I'm sorry, I never finished that thought, Kraken. So yeah, in my proposal, let's use the dollar value of 50 cents to move a card. It would cost you 50 cents to move a 1 BCX card and list it for sale. Effectively, what you're doing is you're making a 1 BCX common card floor price is going to be 51 cents. It is what it is. They're going to want to get their listing fee back. Now, a lot of people say that the soulbound cards are being overprinted. I don't know the numbers if they are or are not being overprinted. Don't care. But by having vouchers be the gate for listing them on the market, what you will do is you will prevent overprinted cards from reaching the market, because people aren't going to just willy-nilly list the cards on the market when there's a fee that's substantial, not just a 1 DEC fee. Now there's the other aspect that I've heard people mention, and that is, okay, well now nobody will ever sell a 1 BCX card. Everybody's going to only list max level common cards. Well, this isn't true. And here's why. Markets will market. If you list max level cards and nobody needs a max level card, I only need 5 BCX. Well, guess what? That max level card will never list. And currently the market, after 30 days, will kick it off the market. When that happens, it'll go back to your account and get soulbound and locked again, and it will cost you another voucher fee to list it again. So if you list these on the market, you want to list them reasonable, and you want to make sure you believe there's a market for the price you set and they sell. I would rather sell 25 BCX commons than one max level common. If it took me 30 days to sell one max level, I would rather sell 25 BCX ones each day. Because if they're paying me back the fee I took for the vouchers, well then that gives me more vouchers to list the next cards. I think I stumbled on explaining that, but hopefully I kind of got the point across. The card rarity would not matter. Common doesn't matter. Rare doesn't matter. Epic, legendary doesn't matter. 50 cents or 50 cents worth of vouchers. Number of BCX doesn't matter. So if it is a 400 BCX common or if it's an 11 BCX legendary, 50 cents worth of vouchers. Simple. No formulas. You shouldn't have to do any math here. Flat fee across the board. Gold level, max, legendary. Same fee. Where it balances out is all these become microtransactions, and all microtransactions will add up over time and far exceed the value of permanently unlocking these cards, in my opinion. And I say this because all the games out there that you play on cell phones, they love microtransactions because it works. Skyer, can't see the proposal on Discord. Okay, let me get a link straight to that. And again, this is not an official proposal yet. I'm just trying to make sure I get people's attention so when they're looking at these proposals, they are doing their best at hearing all sides of all arguments. And so I just pasted in a link that should go straight here to, I call it a pre-proposal. Oh, well, thank you, Saint. And again, vote for it, vote against it. I more so want people to just hear the idea, take a step back, and give it a go. Let's see. What's my IGN? My IGN is Axler Twinblade. So I will put that in chat as well. That's just on YouTube. So I'll just hit you over here on YouTube with... That is my in-game name. That is also, I think in my Discord server, the name I'm going by over here in my own Discord server channel, nope, I am nfoGuides in my Discord server. So, but in-game name is Axler Twinblade. I want to be able to burn them for deck like Gladius cards. Everybody does. And that's what I'm, in a sense, trying to prevent. People think this proposal, not you guys, but a lot of people are trying to say with this proposal, I'm trying to line my pockets with gold. No, this hurts me just as much as everybody else, but it also benefits me with free vouchers I get. And with the free vouchers that I get, I can move cards around. And so I like it. You wouldn't mind burning vouchers for merits. Well, here's a problem with that, Skyer. As soon as you burn vouchers for merits, merits will let you buy Gladius packs. Gladius packs give you gladiator cards, which you can burn for DEC. So unfortunately, I would have to vote no. No. It's Axler Twinblade. There. That's my IGN. I just put it over there in Twitch as well. Oh, let's see. Just like with legislation, the more complex the proposal, the greater chance of objecting, because some section I don't agree with. So, Kraken, I would just ask then, with my proposal, do you see it as complex or do you see it as simple? My mind kind of sees it as simple, but I have had other people mention it's complex. So I'm just curious, how do you view this proposal of mine? As complex or simple? And I guess that goes for others too that are listening in. Do you guys see my concept as too complex, or do you see it as a simple idea? Burning vouchers for merits, I would guarantee it would be less than 60 vouchers every day hitting the market. Yeah, but you would be exploding the DEC because that would allow for an exploit. And because I had brought up burning soulbound cards for possibly merits instead of DEC, and that was an instant no-go. That was brought to my attention is as soon as you start burning things for merits, you can get gladiator cards that you can burn for DEC. Staint, you actually thought of burning your keys last year. Well, just send me your keys before you just burn everything. Better yet, instead of burning them, go directly and give Guild the ability to burn them to get merit multiplier. I could see burning them for bloodstones. I could see burning them for the other stone, the power stone, bloodstone. I could see burning them for guild power, but not directly for merits. I'm just hearing people in the community say 4x. I don't know where it's coming from. So, but Yabamat did say 2x the DEC burn rate to unlock a card just to put it on land. That was mentioned by Yabamat. I'm not sure how I'd feel about that, Paul Taylor. Interesting idea. But 2x in vouchers, would that be 2x the dollar amount, I assume? And yes, the 2x and the 4x have all just been words thrown out there. I only know where the 2x came from, and that was Yabamat. Hey, Imewanti. Sorry I've been going over things. Didn't see until just now. And Kraken, yes, this would become a voucher burner instead of DEC. And mostly because vouchers are given to us free, because when you're playing, you've got staked SPS, you're getting free vouchers. Whereas if you instead wanted to do this method with DEC, I don't personally understand why somebody would want to burn non-free stuff, which is DEC. DEC is not free. Why would you want to burn non-free stuff instead of burning free stuff first? That's another weird way my mind thinks about it. Crystals went up. Yeah, crystals are going to go up. I wanted to get some more. I just haven't got around to it. Paul Taylor, I appreciate your counterpoints, man. I really do. I don't take any of this criticism, good, bad, the ugly. You know, I'm open-minded. I'm looking for the feedback. I want the community just to think about it. And if we can get the wording changed and updated enough where it becomes more and more agreeable to everybody, then I will try to get it moved into an actual proposal aspect. But right now, you guys are giving me what I'm looking for. Give me feedback, and I appreciate it. Not on your PC right now. You'll read it tomorrow. No problem. And I might be an Alien Blade, but no, it's Axler Twin Blade. Okay, I challenge you to a game for 1 voucher to the winner. Let's see. I don't mind. Let me load up the game. I missed it. View. Is this you, I'm assuming? I may have been too late. If so, send me another challenge. Let's see. But not as simple as the no bot proposal. Oh, too funny. New Age, you like the ability to burn it for guild power. I think that would be pretty cool as well. I mean, that at least is something that they're not taking money out of the game. Okay, let's try this. I've refreshed now, so if you send in a challenge, there it is. Man, I'm messing this up something fierce. I've got too many things going on. Okay, give it one more go. I won't get clip picked. There we go. Okay, now. View. Okay, what are we in? Champ? Okay. Now, I don't hide my screen, so if you don't want to see what I'm doing, you gotta poke your eyes out with a pen, and that way you can't see. All these choices. Yeah, that's a poor color. I'm choosing poorly here. I don't think I have. Oh, I do have. Okay. You went with the wonderful double strike. I went with a solid tank that heals, can stun. If you go after this guy, I'm hoping for the martyr. See, I was thinking of my Dr. Blight, and you're probably going to stick I bet you your first attack, you probably hit my guy with an affliction, and I will lose. I don't mind the poison and the cripple. I'm hoping I can survive that. Okay, survived that affliction round. Got a martyr there. Unfortunately, that did speed me up, though. Yep. Not enough. Because Dr. Blight, I'm not going to get to Dr. Blight quick enough. And there's the affliction. Good game. Good game. Okay, now I got to find out where to send a voucher at. Let's see. Vouchers. And vouchers. And transfer. And yeah, I got... Oh, I don't have in-game, so I got SPS chain to a player. I think that's correct, is it not? Good game there, Alex. Oh, let's see. You have a lumber plot in 23. I got a mountain. We will need to trade inside of Gangland. I got another person that might want to trade with me as well in Gangland, so I'm open-minded about it. So yeah. Oh, you're bringing me down to Bronze League here. I haven't played Bronze in a long time. And then after this challenge, if it's still going here, I will be looking at probably calling it a stream. Good conversation, everybody. Appreciate all the feedback you've given me so far. Okay. So yeah, if you guys get a chance, read through the proposal idea, jump over here in Discord, into the DAO proposal area. Wrong channel. Then if you look in the DAO discussion, you'll see there's quite a bit of back and forth between me and Elistios. Elistios against the idea, but we have some good back and forth conversation. I recommend you read his points and counterpoints. I'm not in any way saying he's wrong. I'm just saying more good information about the topic or the pre-proposal, whatever. So I do suggest you head on over there, check that stuff out. Yeah, and just send me. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, you got to go to. I thought I copied the link to the actual message because you go over here to DAO discussion, draft proposal. I scrolls up and I said, copy message link. I will try again. It might be the same problem here, but we'll try. That's where it should be, man. Oh, sorry, Black Torch. Hey, Virus, how you doing? You're just catching my stream here as I'm getting ready to sign off. Had some good discussion about several different things. Went over my little DAO pre-proposal discussion. There we go. We'll try one more time here. Okay. We're doing a challenge here with Black Torch. And again, I don't hide my screen. If you don't want to see, scratch your eyes out. Okay. Oh, you don't have access to those. I think there's a way to register for them. You should be able to get access to those. Okay, so we are up against ARJ. And let's see, you went with this guy. I was thinking about him. You went with Tank Heal. I kind of did the same. You went with more magic than I thought you would. Good for you, because I was expecting more melee attack. But I went for speed. And I purposely put this guy in the front to die, because that's going to martyr this guy and increase his speed. But apparently, the speed of a 7 doesn't help. There we go. Looks like I got you on this one. Good game. Good game there, sir. All right, guys. I'm going to wrap up the stream here. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Again, check out the video by Infidel1258. Let me go back to his channel here. If you go to Dwayne's channel and you look at videos and you look at his video, he named it New Fee for Transferring Soulbounds. This little video clip here is our discussion about the topic I talked about here. So definitely head on over there, take a listen, and leave feedback on that video, or send it to me in Discord, wherever. But I'm interested in any and all feedback. I don't get angry or upset. So until then, guys, I appreciate you hanging out with me, and we will catch you maybe tomorrow. Have a good one, everybody, and I'm going to say I'm out of here.